Okay, hello. Today we are dealing with a Northern Uprising. And I'm not talking Andy Burnham. Welcome to the Tainted Tavern.
Welcome to the Tainted Tavern. Come sit inside for free.
You know, they call Andy Burnham the King of the North. But at least this stout has a seat at the table. It's not running round looking for a constituency that slams the door when they see him coming. So this is a collaboration beer. It's a stout. It comes in at 4.4%, which arguably is the same percentage of MPs that are willing to stand down to give Andy Burnham a seat at the table. But this is a collaboration between Timothy Taylor's, who are a traditional ale brewer, and Northern Monk, who are a darling of the craft brewing industry. They've combined together to create this nitro stout, which they hope will give Guinness a run for his money. They call it the cream of the North, which is the way that you distinguish it from Andy Burnham, who's the king of the North. There's also the fact that this is a tasty, full-bodied stout, when Andy Burnham seems to currently be a politician without a home. This collaboration was a year in the making, which is probably the same amount of time that Andy Burnham will take persuading someone to stand down so he can get a seat at the table. But enough of the politics, no more politics. It's just all that's in the news lately.
Here, order! Absolute disgrace. Sit down! Shame on you. Point of order.
So, it's a stout beer. As I say, it's brewed between Timothy Taylor and Northern Monk. It's a draft stout. It's a nitro pour. The back of the can tells us this is the cream of the North, a collaboration between two of the North's finest breweries, resulting in a silky smooth nitro stout with chocolate and roasted malt. Plus, Timothy Taylor's signature Golden Promise malted barley delivers a full-body stout with hints of dark chocolate, subtle caramel, and an easy drinking creamy finish. So let's get this poured. Now, it's a nitro stout. It hasn't got, what do they call those little things that they have in, a dongle? No, not a dongle. Oh my god, what do they call them? Can't remember. Widget. It's not, it hasn't got a widget, but the shaping of the can at the bottom with a little dent here in the bottom of the can, if you want to call it that, indentation, gives the same effect. So let's get it popped up. And with a nitro pour, you're supposed to just pour it straight into the glass. You don't take care, you just pour it in. Now I've served this cold from the fridge. It's been in the fridge about an hour, which is how they recommend you take it. And to be honest, I've always drunk Guinness from time to time. I always used to drink it at room temperature. But a lot of pubs now started serving, not recently, but for a fair few years now, I've started, there's a lovely head on that. And it's a lovely black colour, though I wouldn't say it's jet black. I think I paid £5 for 4 cans here. They were on offer, so that's a pretty decent price in Morrison's. It tells you on the back, best served cold as the North, and invert and pour really quickly, which is what I've done. I say it's got a lovely thick head on it, and it's doing that thing now where it kind of gives an optical illusion where the bubbles appear to be running downwards rather than upwards. Stout, I was surprised to learn recently, I was reading a newspaper article about different beers. I think it was in the Independent. Anyway, that's besides the point. But they were saying that stout is currently the fastest growing beer style in the United Kingdom. So they say the beer is called Unity, which is a lovely sentiment. And at the moment, you could be forgiven for thinking that this is the only Northern Unity that doesn't involve 5 mayors arguing about a railway line that has already been cancelled. Take it to the mouth. I'm sorry if I'm, it's roasted coffee taste there. It's very smooth and quite thick. It's got that thickness in the mouth I quite like. Seems like a substantial drink. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm jerking about a bit, but I'm in a little bit of pain. You can't see the way I'm sitting, but I'm wearing very loose, baggy jogging bottoms because I went for a long walk today over the mountains on what we call the Valley Industrial Trail in order to film a video for my next Drunken Rambles video, and I was caught short of the mountain, so I went behind a tree to relieve myself. You do that when you're up the mountain, don't you? But anyway, a sheep, as I was relieving myself, a sheep came up behind me, and I didn't see it come up, but I heard it, and I was startled for a moment. I thought it might be someone, and I didn't want to be accused of exposing myself, so I zipped up rather too quick, and I caught little Gary in my zip. Oh, agony, absolute agony.
Baby, call the doctor, I need some urgent care. I was caught short, but I zipped up too quick. Oh, my poor dick. I got my ball stuck in my zipper. Ouch, ouch, not there. Oh no, the pain. It's like getting it from a girl with braces. I'll never again bend to tie my laces. I got my ball stuck in my zipper.
Yeah. As I say, a jet black colour, looking very much like Murphy's or a Guinness. It's that colour. On the nose, it gives a stout kind of aroma, like dark roasted coffee, which is what I always get from stouts. It's really smooth though, and it's very nice. And yeah, I think there may be something of a dark chocolate taste to it. It's a good beer. And it's nice, I know they're not the only ones that have done it, a lot of breweries have done it, collaborated, but it's nice to see a traditional brewery such as Timothy Taylor's, which are known for really high quality ales. I mean, Timothy Taylor's landlord is a superb ale. But it's great to see them collaborating with Northern Monk, who are a relatively new brewery who seem to bring out a lot of high quality IPAs. They do some hazy IPAs. But they've collaborated on this stout. The tin artwork as well, as if it really matters. But I do like the old package, you know, and they've got to be rather, breweries nowadays have got to be creative with the presentation of their drinks, because there's so many wonderful looking beers out there. And if you're in a supermarket and you don't want to buy any particular beer, and you just fancy picking up a couple of beers, they usually have offers where you get 3 for $4 or something like that, you know, or 4 for $3 rather. It'd be a stupid offer, wouldn't it, 3 for $4? The artwork needs to be eye-catching, and sometimes you'll buy it on impulse. I mean, that's how I discovered the Iron Maiden Trooper, because I'm a big Iron Maiden fan, and I saw the bottle there with the Eddie, the Iron Maiden mascot, the image from the Troopers song. And I purchased it, and I quite enjoy Trooper, but the artwork has got to be eye-catching, and this looks like a typical northern industrial landscape on this tin. Taste-wise, there's nothing wrong with this. This is a decent stout. I drink a fair few stouts. I've always got a few stouts in the house. Admittedly, I still tend to drink more Guinness Draught than any other stout, but I drink a fair few stouts, and I do experiment. I like Murphy's stout. There's been a lot of stouts from craft breweries that I've really enjoyed that I can't think of the name of offhand, but you know, I do like stout, and as far as stout goes, this stuff is pretty decent. So that's been Northern Rising Unity Stout. I'm gonna finish this now and switch the news on and see what's the latest shambles about the situation in Parliament is.
Here, order! Absolute disgrace. Sit down! Shame on you. Point of order.
So thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And if you haven't done so already, then please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and it helps this channel to grow, and I really, really appreciate that. And also bash that bell you see down below to be notified next time we upload a video. And as soon as I get over my rather painful groin injury, there will be a lot more videos to come. So thanks for watching. Cheers, Yakida, Salange, and thanks for watching The Tainted Tavern.
Come back soon.